They like trap music, but that's not me. They like pop music, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, set you up, take it safe, then vanish without a trace. They like Balenciaga, but that's not me. They like Dolce Gabbana, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, take your girl to your face.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is a Twitter exchange between Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. All right. We'll put it up. I'll mute the volume because I don't want to hear the music. And so you see Devin Haney says, where the F is Loma at ? With the eyes. Loma says, I'm here. I'm waiting for you cowards to decide on a real fight and not on a Twitter fight. So Vasily Lomachenko makes it clear to Devin he's not with the Twitter fingers. Say he's waiting on these cowards to decide on a real fight, not a Twitter fight. So Trill Dollar Bill, what's your thoughts on that exchange between Vasily and Devin, and do you think it will lead to a fight happening?
Hopefully. But shout out to both guys. I mean, Devin initiated the smoke, and Loma fired back. You know, I was in space like I'm right here. Stop saying my name. I'm right here. I'm here. Once y'all stop, you know what I'm saying, arguing online, because that's all y'all been doing. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all kids going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? When it's real, you know? Holler at me when it's real. But I like the, you know, the stuff afterwards, you know, they went back and forth. And, you know, he mentioned, you know, Devin.
That stuff was old. That wasn't after. That wasn't from August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He mentioned the fact that, you know, he'd been wanting to fight him, you know? He mentioned the fact that he'd been wanting to fight him, and you know he said it was the franchise. He said you petition for franchise. Loma was trying to say, you know, come on, you know well, I don't duck no smoke. That wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? He said those are the powers that be. You know, so maybe they could get the fight on. Devin needs a signature fight. I think that would be a good fight. See where both guys is at right now. You know. I'm with it. It's good to see Loma getting involved. Getting involved. Let them know y'all ain't gonna keep talking. Put some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Conspiracy G.
Man, listen. I say this with all due respect, but Devin Haney, I'm co-signing him 1,000% because your man Lomachenko or Duncanchenko definitely ducked Devin. So he has no right to even fix his Twitter fingers to respond back. He should have just took the L and stayed humble and be like, hey, you know what? Let's just send a contract. We make this fight. But you know Devin ain't scared of you. He's been wanting to fight. Ever since he became mandatory, you was quick to give up that belt, petition to be franchise champion. So stop it. You don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And you disappeared for a while after you took that Teofimo L. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard from you, so stop it. You man, listen, man. I don't want to be disrespectful. You know, sometimes when I get in my bag, I panic sometimes, but I'm gonna say this. Who answered the Ukraine? You don't want no smoke over here, man. Listen, Devin gonna do you dirty. I promise you that. He gonna do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? So man, still got the nerve to fix his ballerina fingers on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Shame on anybody that's entertaining this guy too. He's a ducker, son. He's a ducker.
What's up with you? What's up with you in Ukraine, man?
Man, listen. I like their athleticism, but I'm just saying, when it comes to Lomachenko, he ducked. When it comes to Usyk just, to me, I feel like he's too small for the division. But both men are talented. They both talented. But man, there's no hate on Usyk. Usyk, I really do like Usyk. I really do. So there's no hate on him. Lomachenko, there's a sprinkle of hate because I feel like a guy of his caliber shouldn't be ducking anybody. So That's all I'm gonna say, man. Shame on you for running away from Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? That's despicable, man.
AOG, I strongly suggest that you don't step foot on Ukrainian soil.
I bet you the Ukrainian hood. I bet you the Ukrainian hood co-sign what I'm saying. They're like, yo, we thought the same thing. Yo, we're like, damn, what's franchise?
That's not what they saying, bro. If you go to like Usyk's comments, you'll see like they write, like they respond in their language. And Usyk's pretty popular, man. He has 1 million followers. So like you look at Usyk, and I guarantee you, G, a lot of that stuff's probably about you. Shut that moron up.
But I like Usyk. I really do. So I'm not bringing smoke to Usyk. You know what I'm saying? I am bringing slight smoke to Loma. Yo, because Loma did.
I can't tell, G. I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? How you be talking about my man Usyk? I can't tell.
Wait, G, you like Loma?
Nah. Yo, I'm sorry, man. Like, I like him as a boxer.
That it was he couldn't hold on to that chip the way he just went in on Loma. He had to say he had
to know it in. He had to
listen. I understand, man.
Holding on to it. He was backed himself in the corner. He had to give it up.
Nah, y'all gotta understand. Yo, we got the world calling Devin Haney an internet champion, an email champion. And to me, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kid wanted to fight Loma. He wanted to be a legitimate champion. Loma prevented that from happening. So to me, Loma calling him out his name is outrageous to me. Because it's like, bro, you should have been fought him. Before you even fought T.O., you should have been in the ring with Devin Haney. You chose not to do it, but now you got the nerve to make it seem like they're scared of you. Like, stop it, bro. You food out here, man. We eating Ukrainian soup when he gets there in that ring with Devin. Watch. You know what I'm saying? You want to do a push-up bet on that one, Trill?
What's up?
A push-up challenge on that one for Devin Haney versus Loma?
Take it.
Chill like
that's a good fight, but that doesn't mean that's not any disrespect to Loma though. Like,
that ain't no that ain't nothing.
We done with Loma, son. Loma, you food out here, son.
I'm not dissing Devin's skills, or I'm not dissing Loma's skills. I think that actually would be a good fight, and I think Devin needs that fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight.
Which I agree. He been needed that fight before T.O.
And from the skill that we think that he should have, from I could see him winning that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yo, Loma acting like Bob Aaron grounded him or something, man. He took one L and he disappeared. Yo, that's crazy.
He had surgery.
Yeah, surgery. T.O. beat him up that bad? Yeah,
surgery like on his shoulder or something.
Oh, that like,
you put him in a hospital, G.
T.O. did a dirty like that.
Hold on. All right. I got the floor. I don't agree.
You got it.
I don't agree with some of Loma's antics and the excuses he put out, but I still believe Loma is really a really good fighter. Also, I believe every interview I watched of Loma, the man doesn't speak a lick of English, so I feel there was a misinterpretation in translation. His publicist, who controls his Twitter, was like, "Oh, Devin Haney edited you, said this." It's like, man, I've got time for these cowards. And the publicist went back like, "You cowards, whatever. You can fight. I'll fight you anytime." I just think Loma is just focusing on his craft, trying to get back in the gym. But I do believe Haney. I think I feel that would be a great match. I don't want to pick a winner just yet. I just got to see more out of these fighters. But Loma is just focusing on getting back in the ring, getting this W. And I just feel this is just a little blown out of proportion because my man don't speak a lick of English and he ain't go on Twitter and type that himself. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is where me and Dan actually agree. Clearly didn't type it.
Yo, oh my God, yo.
Look at the interpreter and his Twitter fingers. Shame on him. You know what I'm saying? Should have knew better.
Nah,
yeah.
Loma told him what to say.
It's Loma's hype man. Loma's hype man is going at Devin Haney right now.
Yo, listen, check it out. for me, like, gee, I think you're wrong, man. I think you're wrong. Loma didn't fight Devin. That's correct. But to say he ducked him, see, the whole problem with the boxing game today is people pick and choose who they want to label duckers. And I pointed out the inconsistency. How when one guy does one thing, you want to label him a ducker, then the other guy you like does the same thing, and then everyone makes excuses and everyone excuses it. I pointed it out. If you hold everyone to the same standard, then the whole boxing world's filled with duckers, right? And I think people are using ducking in the wrong way. Are there people who duck? Absolutely. But Vasily Lomachenko was a WBC champion. Vasily Lomachenko wanted to be undisputed. Devin Haney had no belt. Teofimo Lopez had the IBF. So Vasily wanted to collect the last belt. Now you can say he ducked Devin if he didn't fight Devin and took a fight against Javier Fortuna. Then I'd be like, yeah, he ducked Devin. He didn't fight Devin so he could fight the IBF champion. How do you call that man a ducker? That's the biggest bunch of boxes. Hold up.
I got you.
Go ahead. I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead. Interrupt. Go ahead. Interrupt.
So my question is, was Teofimo the IBF champion at the time of when he gave up his WBC to become franchise? Because I think the franchise thing happened beforehand. That's why I'm saying it's a duck.
I don't think it did, but even if it did happen, was the fight with Comey scheduled? Because remember, it wasn't like that belt was vacant. That belt existed. And
Comey had it.
Before Tio had it, Comey had it. So he was trying to fight Tio, or he was trying to fight Comey, bro. So he was trying to get that belt. So regardless, he fought the dude who had the strap when the dust settled. So to call him a ducker would be like, let's say he had a belt. Let's say Vasily Lomachenko had a belt. And there was another man in his division with belts. And he decided, I'm not going to fight that guy. Although this guy's offering me the most money I ever make in my life, although this guy's the #1 star, I'm going to fight this guy because he's my mandatory. I'm going to fight this guy, but I'm not going to fight the other guy with the belt. Then that would be more like ducker stuff, right? How can you be a ducker when you're unifying? You know, and that's the thing that gets on my nerves. Everyone's talking as if they know for a fact that Devin Haney could beat Teofimo Lopez. And I don't know that. I don't know if Vasily left the easier fight to take the harder fight. So let's say hypothetically, Vasily Lomachenko left the easier fight for the harder fight. You should be saluting the guy instead of somehow he gets labeled a ducker. It's the dumbest thing in the world to me. Everything that happens doesn't make someone a ducker. You don't like people doing the business aspect when it's one fighter, but then you like another fighter doing the business aspect when you like the fighter. So no, that fighter's not ducking, but the other fighter's trying to handle the business aspects of ducker. Yo, everybody's inconsistent. That's the problem with boxing today. Keep the same standard across the board. Vasily Lomachenko didn't fight Devin. He fought Tio because he was trying to become undisputed. Period. I don't care who asked for the franchise label. Mauricio Suleiman already said that it was requested, but Vasily himself and other people said Vasily didn't request it. Someone else requested. But you can't get mad at Vasily anyway. He's trying to take the road less traveled. He's trying to avoid the mandatory, what we were just talking about with Mauricio Suleiman. Well, like, if you can make the bigger fight, let the bigger fight happen. You was all for it a second ago, G, but now Vasily's a ducker, right? Flip-flopper. That's what I'm talking about.
That does not apply. Does not apply. Does not apply.
For Ukraine, that's what it is.
Hold up. So getting back, it does apply. It does apply because the biggest fight that could be made was Vasily Lomachenko fighting for undisputed when he had the WBC belt. So then they say to him, well, no, we can't let you fight for undisputed because we want you to fight a mandatory. And Vasily's like, yo, what does that do for me? Vasily's like, yo, I got to take another fight and then I got to beat this guy. Then I got to go into the fight for undisputed. So what they said was, we can give you.
We're going to bend the rules for you, Loma. That's what they're doing.
We could give you the path. Well, you just heard Mauricio Suleiman saying he just wants to revamp it so he can just make it that way. So, but you just heard it from the horse's mouth, but you want to blame Vasily. You know what I'm saying? It's silly.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Like, yo, I don't. Anyways, I don't. All right, cool. We'll move on because I want to end this segment. But I don't blame Vasily for that. I don't blame him for killing two birds with one stone. If they say to him, you can keep WBC title status and you can go fight for the IBF title and you don't have to fight the mandatory because it's bringing nothing for you, what was he going to gain for fighting Devin? Money? Stop it. Notoriety. He was already viewed as the number one guy. Come on, man. What's he going to benefit? Fighting Tio, he was trying to collect the strap. That's not ducking. If he would have fought anyone easier than Tio, you could tell me it was a duck. But he left Devin to fight Tio, and you call that a duck? Man, Tio might have been the harder fight. Now, getting back to his tweet, I think he told the dude to write it. Look at what it says. I'm here. I'm waiting for you cowards. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Devin Haney to pick a real fight and stop fighting on Twitter. See, what just happened with Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia talking about he's going to fight Pacquiao, right? Oh, well, that fight wasn't real. Now Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis sitting around running with each other. Devin's running around now talking to Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko's like, yo, I'm over 30, bro. I'm not with the kid games. Send me a contract or shut up. Like, for real. Like I don't want to hear it. Yo, y'all pick a real fight. Once real fights get announced, let's go. Until then, I'm not doing this back and forth. Where the F is Vasily at? On Twitter. Again, get my number. Speak my language. Call me. Like, stop these games. So that's what I'm saying. And I'm not sitting here trying to defend or whatever. I'm just saying the facts are the facts, bro. Like, yo, I'm a grown-ass man too. Like, yo, when we're in the gym, and I'll close this. We're in the gym. I told the story before. We're in the gym, and this guy's talking about how he won the championship in 1998. We was just youngins and all this stuff, and he cooked all of us in basketball. We are in the gym. There's a basketball court right there. So why are we doing all this talking? Let's just go play right now. Oh, guy goes, oh, put 500 on it. I don't need to put no money on it. I know I'm gonna cook you. You just want to stall. You just want to delay. You just want to do everything but get on that court. Let's walk on that court. Homeboy never walked on that court.
It's kind of like when TC said, let's bet $1 million.
Nah,
so I'm not with the game.
I'm joking.
I understand. Yeah, I'm rocking. I understand exactly what you're saying. And just to chime in on what you were saying, and when I say, G, about Devin getting the belt through the email, he accepted that belt. And me calling him the email champ, you accepted that. You didn't ask to fight for that vacant belt. You was fine with receiving that belt through the mail. And that's what the tag is on Devin. You know me, I like to see a fighter get that belt in the ring. And that's what I was saying about what Devin was doing. But I don't think that none of these guys are afraid of each other. I just think that Lomachenko, like I said before, is too old for the games.
100. He's a different generation, dog. He's not the Twitter. He didn't grow up with Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grow up.
I barely put him myself. But he ducking Devin. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
When he set up that fight, we will see what happens.
Let me ask you a question. I'll just leave it at that. I'm just ask you a question. I'm asking you a question, and I'm gonna close with that. And then I'm gonna drop the mic on yo. The better competition, Vasily Lomachenko or Devin Haney?
You said what? Who fought the better competition?
The better competition.
Lomachenko.
I don't want to hear nothing about him ducking.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section about this.
Devin to get a real fight.
Please,
he's trying to get a real fight with your man.
Yeah,
he's trying to get a real fight with your man.
And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros. G can't go to Ukraine.